Evelyn Carter had always believed that love was measured in small sacrifices. At 65, living alone in a two-bedroom rental house on the edge of Midland, Texas, she knew the math of a fixed Social Security check better than anyone. Rent, $875. Utilities, $140 if she kept the thermostat at 78 in summer. Medications for her arthritis and blood pressure, $210 after the Part D donut hole. Groceries, whatever was left, usually around $220 if she shopped sales and used her Walmart app for digital coupons. That Saturday morning in late May, the thermometer already read 92 degrees by 9 a.m. Evelyn stood at her kitchen counter, counting out bills and coins from the old Folgers can she kept under the sink. She needed exactly $48 for gas to get to her son Ethan's house, 30 miles away in Odessa, plus the cake she planned to buy for the family barbecue at her daughter-in-law's parents' place. The barbecue was supposed to be a celebration. Ethan and Maria had finally paid off the last of Maria's student loans, but Evelyn knew the real reason they were all gathering. Maria's parents, Raul and Carmen Delgado, had hinted they were behind on a few things again. Evelyn separated $50 in 20s and 10s, then added a handful of quarters for the exact change she always aimed for. She chose her nicest blouse, the light blue one with tiny embroidered flowers her late husband Tom had bought her in 1998 at the J.C. Penney in Lubbock. She pinned her graying hair back, dabbed on some lipstick, and looked in the mirror. The woman staring back looked tired but determined. That was enough. She drove the 20 minutes to the Walmart Supercenter on Andrews Highway, the one with the bakery tucked near the deli. The parking lot was packed, Saturday shoppers loading carts with charcoal, brisket trimmings, and cases of Dr. Pepper. Evelyn parked far out to save the closer spots for families with kids. Inside, the air conditioning hit like mercy. She walked straight to the bakery case. The sheet cakes were $18.99 for a half sheet, but she spotted a smaller round cake with buttercream frosting for $12.47. Perfect. She added a pack of paper plates and a small tub of ice cream on sale for $2.48. Total before tax, $16.23. She felt a small triumph. At the self-checkout, she scanned carefully, double-checking the digital receipt. Then she moved to a regular register because the self-checkout machines always seemed to glitch on her senior discount card. The cashier was a woman in her late 50s named Rosa, according to her name tag. Rosa had worked this register for years. Evelyn recognized her soft West Texas accent.
"Find everything okay, hon?"
Rosa asked.
"Yes, ma'am, just this cake for a family thing." Rosa glanced at the name on Evelyn's debit card when she swiped it. Evelyn always used debit for the small purchases to avoid credit interest. Rosa's eyes narrowed slightly, then widened. "Carter? You're Ethan's mom?" Evelyn nodded, surprised. "Yes, you know my boy?" Rosa leaned closer, voice dropping to a whisper that carried the weight of someone who'd seen too much. "Honey, I ring up your daughter-in-law's folks every single week. Raul and Carmen Delgado, they come through my line with carts full, prime ribeyes, lobster tails on special, those fancy organic berries, bottles of wine that cost more than my weekly grocery budget. Hundreds of dollars, cash or that black credit card they flash like it's nothing." Evelyn's heart hammered so hard, she worried it might give out right there between the handicap spots. Chapter 2. The Hiding. She didn't go straight to the car. Instead, she veered toward the side of the building, where the big blue dumpsters sat in a row, shielded by a chain-link fence and a row of oleander bushes. The smell was sour, rotting produce and spilled milk, but she didn't care. She crouched behind the farthest dumpster, hidden from the main entrance, but with a clear line of sight to the doors and most of the lot. Her phone buzzed. Ethan. Mom, you okay? You've been in there forever. Need help carrying stuff? She typed back quickly. Long line. Be right out. Love you. She hit send and silenced the phone. Minutes ticked by. Sweat beaded on her forehead. She wiped it with the sleeve of her good blouse. Then the doors slid open. Raul Delgado stepped out, pushing a cart loaded with 4 large plastic bags. The bags weren't Walmart's plain yellow and blue. They were the heavy, reusable ones from the premium section near produce, printed with Walmart Grocery Pickup, Premium Selections. But what caught her eye were the smaller black bags mixed in, bags from the in-store florist and the butcher counter, the kind they used for high-end cuts. Raul was dressed in crisp khakis, a polo shirt with a logo Evelyn didn't recognize, and new-looking leather loafers. No stains, no frayed hems. He looked relaxed, whistling as he pushed toward a vehicle 2 rows over. Not the faded red Ford F-150 they'd always complained about, the one with the bad transmission that needed $2,000 in repairs Ethan had sent money for last Christmas. This was a brand new silver GMC Sierra Denali, gleaming under the sun, chrome wheels sparkling, window tint fresh. The sticker was still in the back window, dealer tags. Evelyn's stomach twisted. Raul popped the tailgate with the key fob. The truck beeped cheerfully. He loaded the bags carefully, almost tenderly, arranging them so nothing would shift. Then he pulled out his phone and made a call. She couldn't hear the words, but his posture was easy, shoulders back, free hand in his pocket, laughing at whatever the other person said. No stress, no desperation. When he hung up, he climbed in, started the engine, a low, powerful rumble, and backed out smoothly. He didn't peel away like someone worried about gas money. He cruised. Evelyn stayed hidden another 10 minutes, just in case. 2 women pushing carts toward a minivan stopped nearby, chatting loudly. Saw Carmen at the mall yesterday. New Coach purse. Must have dropped $400 easy. Girl, and that kitchen remodel, granite counters, stainless everything, they said they were struggling to pay the plumber last month. Ethan sent him what, $2,000? The first woman laughed. Poor Ethan. Man's working 60-hour weeks at the oil field office, and they're living like they're on Easy Street. They moved on. Evelyn sat on the hot asphalt for a long minute, letting the words sink in. Chapter 3. The Drive. She finally stood, legs shaky, and walked back to her old Honda Civic. Ethan was leaning against it, arms crossed, worried. Mom, you look like you saw a ghost. Just hot in there, baby. Long line. Got the cake. Let's go. They climbed in. Ethan cranked the AC. The radio played low, some country station, George Strait singing about love and loss. As they merged onto the loop toward Odessa, Evelyn stared out the window at the flat, oil pump-dotted landscape. How's everything with Maria's folks? She asked casually. Ethan sighed. Same old, same old. Raul's hours got cut at the warehouse again. Carmen's blood pressure meds went up. They asked if we could help with the electric bill this month. I Venmo'd them $500 last week. Evelyn's throat tightened. $500? Yeah, I know it's a lot, but Maria's crying about it at night. Says they're embarrassed to ask, but they don't have anybody else. Evelyn said nothing for a mile. You okay, Mom? I'm fine, honey. Just thinking. Chapter 4. The House. The Delgados lived in a nice subdivision off University Boulevard, 2-story brick homes with 2-car garages, sprinkler systems keeping the St. Augustine grass green despite the drought. Not mansion territory, but far from struggling. The house had a fresh coat of paint last year, tan with dark shutters. A new trampoline sat in the backyard for the grandkids. A sprinkler hissed lazily on the front lawn. Raul's new truck was already parked in the driveway. Maria greeted them at the door, hugging Ethan tight, then Evelyn. Abuela, you brought cake. Thank you. Inside smelled of barbecue, brisket smoking on the backyard pit, beans simmering. Carmen bustled in the kitchen, wearing gold hoop earrings and a bright sundress. Evelyn, mija, come in. Let me take that. Evelyn handed over the cake, watching Carmen set it on the counter next to 2 bottles of expensive tequila and a platter of shrimp cocktail. Raul clapped Ethan on the back.
Miano, good to see you. Thanks again for the help last week. Saved our bacon. Ethan smiled, but Evelyn saw the tightness around his eyes. They ate outside under string lights. Brisket, ribs, potato salad, cornbread. Conversation flowed. Work, the weather, the upcoming high school football season. But Evelyn watched. Carmen wore a new bracelet, silver with turquoise stones, the kind sold at the fancy booth in the mall for $250. Raoul's watch caught the light. Tag Heuer, not a knockoff. When dessert came, Carmen cut generous slices of Evelyn's $12 cake, then pulled out a bakery box from H-E-B's premium line, chocolate ganache torte, $29.99 easy. Thought we'd have options, Carmen said with a wink. Evelyn smiled politely. After dinner, the men went inside to watch the Rangers game. The women cleared plates. In the kitchen, Maria rinsed dishes. Mom's been stressed about money, she said quietly. Dad's check engine light came on again. We're thinking of trading in the truck, but... Evelyn dried a plate slowly. I saw your dad drive a new Sierra Denali today. Maria froze. What? At Walmart. Shiny, silver Denali, loaded. Maria laughed nervously. Oh, he was test driving for a friend. The dealership let him take it out. Evelyn set the plate down. Rosa at the register told me they've been buying high-end groceries every week, hundreds of dollars, cash. Maria's face paled. Rosa talks too much. Is it true? Maria looked away. It's complicated, Abuela. They help us too, you know. Help how? Silence. Evelyn stepped closer. Ethan works himself to the bone. Overtime every weekend. He sent your folks money for meds and repairs, money he could be saving for your future, for a house, for kids someday. Tears welled in Maria's eyes. I didn't want to ask, but they guilt me, say I'm ungrateful, that family helps family. Evelyn touched her arm. Family doesn't bleed each other dry.
Chapter 5. The Confrontation. Later, as the sun dipped low and mosquitoes came out, Evelyn asked everyone to gather in the living room. I need to say something. They looked puzzled. Raoul muted the TV. Evelyn pulled out her phone. She'd taken discreet photos from behind the dumpster, Raoul loading bags into the new truck, the receipt Rosa had slipped her with a circle total of $387.62 from their last visit. Rosa had printed an old one for proof. She held it up. I saw this today, at Walmart. I heard things. I saw things. Raoul's face hardened. What are you accusing us of, Evelyn? Not accusing, showing. You've been telling my son you're struggling, but you're not. You're living well, better than well. Carmen stood. How dare you spy? I wasn't spying. I was told the truth by someone who cared, and I looked, because my boy is suffering for it. Ethan stared at the photos. Dad, is this your truck? Raoul shifted. It's leased, temporary. With what money? Ethan asked quietly. Silence stretched. Maria started crying. I should have said something. I was scared. Evelyn turned to her son. You've given thousands you earned sweating in that office, driving in at dawn, and they took it. Raoul exploded. We never asked for charity. Family helps family. You asked, Ethan said, voice low, every month, and I gave, because I thought you needed it. Carmen clutched her necklace. We have expenses. You don't understand. I understand enough, Evelyn said. No more. Ethan stood. Mom's right. No more money, not a dime. Raoul pointed. You'll regret this. Maria's our daughter. She's my wife, and from now on, we take care of our own family, not yours. Maria looked between them, torn, then stepped to Ethan's side. I'm sorry, Mom, Dad, but it's true. We can't keep doing this. The room went quiet except for the hum of the AC. Chapter 6. The Aftermath. They left soon after. No goodbyes, no hugs. In the car, Ethan drove in silence for 10 miles. Then he spoke. I feel stupid.
Evelyn reached over and squeezed his hand. You have a good heart. That's not stupid. That's rare. He wiped his eyes. What do we do now? We set boundaries, we save, we build something for you two. Maybe a down payment on a house, maybe just peace. Back home, Evelyn sat on her porch swing, the night air finally cooling. She thought of Tom, gone 12 years now. He'd always said, give freely, but not foolishly. She'd given foolishly, but today she'd stopped it. Her phone buzzed, a text from Maria. Thank you, Abuela, for seeing it, for saying it. I love you both. Evelyn typed back, we love you too. Now let's move forward. She looked up at the stars over West Texas, big, bright, endless. Tomorrow she'd go to Walmart again, not to spy, just to buy groceries. Maybe treat herself to a cup of coffee from the McDonald's inside. She'd earned it.